Hello everybody, we've got a new devblog out today, the solo snake boss. So, let's have a look at the solo snake boss. So this devblog starts out describing the snake itself. The snake can be found in an area near Istafar that has been left mostly unexplored for centuries. The powerful serpent has been festering in one of the most tainted, deadly environments in Gelinor for its entire existence. Most of the life found there is brief and dies in a matter of hours, corrupted by toxic miasma. The snake, however, thrives. It doesn't take a brave warrior to take on the boss, it takes a fool. With this boss, they're hoping to bring a true challenge to the old school community. Only the highest level and most skilled players will stand a chance at succeeding. They would like to keep the specifics of both the boss fight and the lore mostly under wraps until the release of the boss. They want the community to have an opportunity to uncover the story of the area and the secrets of the snake boss themselves, having to explore and engage with the environment and the boss to truly experience the content. This will allow them to truly surprise us, and will make the boss something that we have to rely on ourselves and our other fellow community members to figure out and master. The boss will use all three forms of combat as well as its uniquely potent venom to try and kill you. It will also use a number of new mechanics to throw you off during the fight. You will need to use at least 2 of the 3 forms of combat in order to take on the boss. It's going to be challenging regardless of your stats or boss killing experience. To maintain the mystery and surprise of this boss, this developer blog will focus on the rewards rather than the boss itself. All you need to know is the boss is going to be a challenge to fight. Please note that they're open to renaming any of the content at this point in time. The names used in this developer blog are not final, and if you've got any ideas, let them know. So let's have a look at these rewards then. The rewards from the snake boss will be centered around the potent venom of the snake itself. All forms of poison that currently exist in old school get weaker over time. The venom of the snake boss does the opposite. The longer you go without curing yourself, the more damage you will take. The venom can be cured with 2 doses of Super Anti-Poison, Antidote Plus, or Antidote Plus Plus. The first dose reverts the venom to a standard poison, and the second cures you. Additionally, an anti-venom that will outright cure you of the effects of venom will be possible to make from the snake boss scales and an Antidote Plus Plus. So, the scales of this boss. Scales will be a 100% drop from the snake and will be received in varying quantities. Scales are used to create anti-venom as well as to charge signature drops of the snake boss. They aim to have these act as a consistent form of profit for the players killing the snake boss, as they will be required to maintain its signature drops. So what are these drops going to be? First of all, we've got the Venomous Blowpipe. The Venomous Blowpipe is a level 75 range weapon that uses darts for ammo. The Blowpipe offers a plus 20 range strength and plus 30 range attack, stacking with the stats of the dart you choose to use. The Blowpipe coats all of the darts it fires with a venomous poison. The attack speed of the Blowpipe will be slightly slower than darts. It will also offer a special attack that fires 3 darts at once that carries a suitable delay. This will cost at least 60% special attack energy. Over the course of 15 hours, a blowpipe degrades until it becomes broken. Players can use scales to repair the venomous blowpipe. If a player dies with a venomous blowpipe, then it will drop the broken version of the blowpipe and a percent of the scales remain. Next, the Venomous Spike. The Venomous Spike will be worn in the shield slot, requiring 65 attack, strength and defense, and it will provide the following bonuses: plus 25 stab attack, plus 24 slash attack, plus 23 crush attack, negative 15 magic attack, and a negative 15 range attack, a plus 25 stab defense, a plus 24 slash defense, a plus 2 crush defense, a negative 3 magic defense, a negative 2 range defense, and a plus 6 strength bonus. The Venomous Spike will provide a 25% chance of inflicting venomous poison on your opponent with every attack. As well as the Venomous Blowpipe, over the course of 15 hours the Venomous Spike will degrade into a broken version of that item that must be repaired using scales. Next, the Venomous Fang. The Venomous Fang is an item dropped by the snake boss that can be attached to the Staff of the Dead to increase the magic attack to plus 25, and to give any spells cast with the staff a 25% chance of inflicting venomous poison on the target. As with the other two signature drops, the Venomous Fang would degrade until broken and then would require scales to be repaired. So, release and feedback. They're aiming to release the snake boss in early January, providing it passes the poll that will be coming next week. As always, they'll be scouring the forums and social media for feedback from the community on how to make this boss the best it can be. If you've got any suggestions, questions or concerns with any of the above, make sure you send it their way. So we've got to expect to see further developer blogs on the boss as well as a competition to determine the name of the beast. Our feedback is vital to make sure they hit the nail on the head. Don't hesitate to tell them exactly how you feel. And finally, polls. If the snake boss meets our approval, they hope to poll it late next week. As well as polling the snake boss, they'll also be polling the 2005 Christmas event, Dianga's Workshop, to be made available during Christmas, as well as the following questions. Should they improve the Cowfight Queen's drop table to make it more appealing to fight? Should your player and house butler remember the last request you made so you don't need to go through as much dialogue to make the same request again? Should there be a right-click option on Advisor Grim in Miscellanea to collect resources from your kingdom? And should doing damage in pest control minigame give you full XP for the damage you deal? So this has been an interesting devblog. I kind of really like the idea of the boss. I was a bit unsure about it. Kind of reminds me of a Raxor, but instead of a spider, it's a snake. I think the main reason it reminds me of a Raxor is the weapons. Now I was a bit unsure about these weapons when I first sort of briefly went over this devblog, but now when I see the weapons are mostly just so each combat style can poison you, I'm more happy with it, and I like the idea of keeping the scales to repair your weapons. Unfortunately, it might change combat a lot, especially if it's in PvP. I don't know whether you can use these in PvP or not, but if you have to carry antidote around with you all the time, it will definitely change how PKing would work. And PvM is probably not going to change too much, but if there's more monsters that can poison you like this snake, then it probably would start to change it slightly. So this boss sounds really interesting. I think I'll probably vote yes when it gets polled next week. The other polling options: the Christmas event I really quite like the idea of. The Cowfight Queen's drop table, I think it should maybe be updated a little bit. I thought they did something to it recently, or within the year, but maybe that's just irrelevant now. The player and house butler remembering your last request is a really useful option. A right click option on Advisor Grim is very good, but the one I'm concerned about is doing damage in pest control minigame giving you full XP. Now I'm sure if it actually happened it wouldn't affect me too much, but I don't really think that pest control should do that. But that's just my opinion. If you've got a different opinion, or if you agree with my opinion, please just mention in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with old school RuneScape updates, devlogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.